$100,000 paid for house. They got a $1.7 million net worth. And so this save money. Yeah, I think anytime we, and I'm no exception to this either, anytime we make a grave error that does have large impact, it takes some of your confidence, and it takes you a while to trust yourself again in that. So, like when I went broke, I not only lost everything, it broke me. I was broken. I went from the arrogance to the other end of the spectrum, where I really didn't trust my own judgment because I had destroyed everything. It was a nuclear landscape, after that. And so it took me a while to trust myself again in money. I had to earn my own trust back, as well as earn my wife's trust back.
And earn your money back.
And earn the money back in the process. But I had to put a pattern in my life that was trustworthy, that I began to trust. First, I trusted the pattern and the truth of the principles, and later I began to trust myself to apply them. Mm-hmm. Well, taking the long haul, being the tortoise versus the hare, is not human nature. Our brains are wired by God for efficiency. We want to burn the least calories possible to get the job done, whatever it is, which in the financial world causes us to look at get rich quick. And we don't think of it as stupid. I didn't think of it as stupid when I did it in the 80s, and bought, I started with nothing, had $4 million worth of real estate, lost everything because I had borrowed too much money on the real estate and crashed my own life down on my head. I didn't think I was being foolhardy, impulsive. They thought this is the least calories to burn to get to the goal. So that's just the human brain doing what it's supposed to do. We're just efficiency experts all the time in everything we do. What's the least effort to get to the goal? Principles that lead you to bad tactics are principles that lead you to good tactics.
Yes.
And the principle was a bad principle that I was functioning in, and just put a little icing on the cake of a little pride, a little arrogance that says, I know that for that guy, but I'm really good at math. And I grew up in the real estate business, and I know things. Well, money is a reflection of our values, how we handle money, and that's another reason that it's very important. Because if your values are not aligned, you're going to struggle in any relationship, but certainly in a marriage relationship. And so, talk about the basics of money. Debt. I love debt. I'm going to use it all the time. I want zero down everything. I'm going to buy a zero down truck. I'm going to buy a zero down stereo. I'm going to buy a zero down couch. I'm going to put nothing down on the house. And you hate debt? Okay, we got a problem. We're going to have to work through this, or we're going to have to, this is a deal killer. Okay, but when you can agree on your money, what you've ended up agreeing on is your dreams, your fears, your visions. You're in agreement. You're in alignment on those. Not only what they are, but how we're going to go after them. And now you've got real harmony, and you've got a high probability of building wealth. Yes. That's the odd part of it. That's the infinity loop, how it comes back in on itself. Savings is short-term, investing is long-term.
Okay.
Pretty simple. And you can define what that is. But I generally hit things 3 years and less. I'm just saving the money. I'm really not putting it in something that's going to be going up and down.
Got it.
Because I need the money there.
Right.
And so I've got to have the access to it. So it needs to be, it's not going to earn a lot, but it's stable.
Gotcha.
Investing, I can ride a wave because I'm playing a long game. Number one, never invest in something you don't understand.
Yeah.
And that's a mistake people make all the time. Number two, you should always have an array of investments, a diversification. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes, spread your portions to 7, yes to 8, for disaster may come upon the land. So don't have all your eggs in one basket, we say in the financial world, right? And so the biggest thing when we're in our entree leadership, where we're working with small businesses and we work with tens of thousands of them every year, the biggest thing, I got a guy at Heat and Air, Heat and Air Company's got 20 trucks, he's got 40, 50 employees, and he's got no investments outside of his company.
It's his own business.
Yeah, everything goes back into the business. And that sets him up for two problems. One is he's not diversified, and if that goes south, he's completely baked. Two, he's got no exit strategy at retirement because he's got no money. And so it makes it very difficult. He has to sell that business. That's his only nest egg. And so he or she that owns a small business is much better off to also have their own 401k. their own Roth IRAs and good growth stock mutual funds and build up some extra wealth in it. Hey, go buy a piece of real estate that the business is not in addition to that.